Hey everybody, it's Abysme. I am bored as hell during self-isolation, so I figured I'd just make a video of something that has caught my eye that I wanted to look into. I was browsing Reddit, and one of the subreddits I track is the writer's blackout. I monitor it because I respect people who fight for authors' rights in online internet horror, as well as just, basic authors' rights. And there was a post about concerning terms of service. And turns out it's about creepypastastories.com, which is, I guess, new. I certainly haven't heard about it. And this user, Fox Weird, kind of broke some stuff down. So I wanted to look into it for myself, just past the TOS, although I'll probably look at that as well and just see what this new site is about. For those of you that don't know, there was recent drama, or I don't know, I guess a whistleblower with creepypasta.com about excuse me, not been feeling great lately. I don't think it's the virus, but just haven't been feeling good. Um yeah, basically creepypasta.com got whistleblown on not paying people or not paying its staff, blah 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 blah. You can go look into that if you really want to. It's on the writer's blackout. Um But yeah, so I'm wondering if this is related. And right off the bat, I'm going to say this looks like a reskin of creepypasta.com, actually. I mean, fuck off. Um, it's not, you know, creepy red text and white is a very common horror thing to do, but at the same time, they do look. Do they have the They have almost the exact same background image, scratches on metal or something. Editor's choice. Recently published stories, Solitude. Let me sort by date here. I wonder. Okay, wait, Violet Part 2, Solitude. Okay, so it's not like doesn't appear to be by the same people because they would just put up the same content, I guess. Okay, weird. Moving on. Uh hmm. So we've got a lot of stories. Someone doing the typical thumbnail stuff. Associate Chilling Tales. YouTube channels. Okay, I see narrators in here. Unit 522, Dr. Creepin. Okay. Chilling Tales comes up 3 times. I think Otis Jerry is associated with them as well. Interesting. Is there like a staff thing? Contributors? Staff? Craig Groshek. Okay. So this is his site. um when was this set up? Was the this is confusing. Also, Craig, that's the operator symbol. Are you allowed to use that? I'm not sure the actual intellectual property ownership of the operator symbol, but I wouldn't. I just wouldn't do that if I didn't make it. Um. Okay, so if this is run by Craig, who does Chilling Tales, then that would explain where he got all of these stories from, and just probably a lot of these. Yeah, Herbert West Reanimator. That's a friggin' that's an H.P. Lovecraft story. That's in public domain. Is this a competing site to creepypasta.com? That's what this sounds like. Or looks like, I guess. Interesting. I'm saying a lot because I just didn't even know this was a thing. How long has this site been up? Because the Reddit post said it was up recently and it's been soliciting people for stories. So I have to wonder, 4 pages. Yeah, okay, there's only 4 pages worth of stories and what, Candle Cove, 1999. Yeah, a lot of these are like classics. And then some have been written this year. Okay. This may have, let's see, April, March, February. Let me go back into 2019. Unless he was only starting to upload things like slowly back in 2013, 2017. I think this got started very, very recently, like maybe even last month or the month before. Okay. Okay, not a lot in the FAQs. Okay. I want to see the TOS. Where's the TOS now? I think I've seen enough. Is it even available to look at? Submissions page? God, this is just an ugly looking site. Terms of submission. There we go. Oh, that was terms of service. It's terms of submission. Must agree in order to submit. By submitting my story via this online form, I hereby consent to and authorize the non-exclusive use by Craig Groshek, DBA Chilling Entertainment LLC, of the written work submitted via this form in its entirety hereafter, blah, 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 blah. Purpose of publishing the property, which is the story on the website, creepypastastories.com, in either or both written and text-to-speech audio formats? Text-to-speech? Why on earth would you do that? That is the ugliest, lowest common denominator, laziest way to adapt a story. Why would you do that? I understand that except for the non-exclusive authorization set forth in this agreement, all rights in and to the property described in this release are retained by the undersigned. For the avoidance of doubt, this agreement does not grant the publisher any feature film, broadcast, television, and physical print rights. Okay, well, that's at least good. I certify that I'm the original creator. That's fine. Yeah. I understand that the publisher markets both written audio works commercially and hereby consent to the use of this property for such purpose and to the use of either my legal name. Or a fictitious pen name, cool, in conjunction with the publication of the property. I understand that publisher may find it necessary to effect minor edits to the written copy of the property, such as to correct typographical errors, punctuation, or for the purposes of formatting an adaptation to a specific medium. And I hereby consent that edits of such a nature can and shall be made without my express written approval. I would not agree to that. In the event substantive changes to the written copy of the property are deemed necessary, I hereby consent to such edits as well, on the condition that the publisher shall make reasonable effort to inform me of any such changes prior to publication and to seek my approval in writing. I would not agree to that either. reasonable effort is such a flimsy legalese term, because who defines what's reasonable? A jury of your peers? What is that, 24 hours? A week? Substantive changes? No. It's none of my name's on it, dude. Like, if I'm writing it for somebody, like if someone hired me to write something, it's a bit different. But if it's just my work that I did on my own, no. I agree that in the event of my failure to respond to the publisher's requests for approval in a timely manner, the publisher shall have the right to proceed with publication, including any edits without my written approval. Fuck that, dude. No. Is pay going to be mentioned here? I certify that for purposes of efficiency as well as out of consideration for the publisher's relative expertise in their fields, I shall not, outside of the approval of changes to the text of the property, interfere with the publisher's adaptive process, exercise undue influence over it, or demand approval of any text-to-speech audio adaptations of the property prior to their publication. I understand that creative decisions shall be made at the sole discretion of the publisher according to their business need, and in consideration of the mediums and platforms for which any text-to-speech audio... No. Like, why? What is this site planning to do with these works? Like, if someone wants to make an audio adaptation of it, like a radio drama, an audio drama, then just say that's what you want to do, and then pay, like... This is confusing. I mean, if it's a well-known creepypasta that no one can really prove the author of, go ham on it, I guess. Especially if it's public domain. And if it's CC by SA, which a lot of creepypasta are, then this isn't really necessary. But if you're trying to get people to submit their original works, you're like, I'm gonna make a thing and you can't... Number one, if I make changes and you don't respond within an undefined amount of time, you're SOL. And also, you have no say in how I adapt it. This is... Like, if someone's okay with this, all right, but I would not be? It's just weird. I further acknowledge and agree that I will not receive any monetary compensation. Oh, fuck that. Oh, no. Any monetary compensation from the publisher in exchange for the publishing of the property, unless such arrangements have been made in writing and that Chilling Entertainment LLC's publication of the property does not entitle me to royalty payments, or to any share of revenue that the publisher may receive from advertising, donations, or other means. No. No, dude. Oh. So you're not going to get paid. But Craig can make money off of it in perpetuity, and you have no decision on basically how it's adapted, and you have an undefined time with which to object to changes. This is so written in the favor of the publisher and not of the author. And this site would not exist if it wasn't for other people's stories. And it's taking all of the power and any monetary benefit away from the author. What is this? Or to any share of revenue that the publisher may receive from advertising, donations, or other means. Wow. I understand that the timing of the publication of the property shall be determined at the publisher's sole discretion, and that this agreement does not guarantee that the property will be published in any format, either within a particular time frame or at all. So here, I'm going to submit a story. Cool. I may or may not publish it. And I don't have to tell you when. But if someone wants to change their mind, do they... Okay. I understand that if at any time I desire that the property be removed, or that I'd like to be revised, I may communicate with the website's administrator directly to request. Request! Not that, yeah, we'll take it down. You can request it. See, that leaves the website open to say, no. I agree to hold the publisher harmless in the event of and shall not consider them liable for any unauthorized and or unlawful duplication of their property by third parties. I understand that in the event of a violation of its intellectual property rights, the publisher shall retain the right and privilege to enforce its copyrights and to prevent any blah 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 blah. That's more just CYA. That's just indemnity. Okay. I'm 18 years of age or older. Yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah. If you value your rights as an author, don't submit to this website. Do not do it. If you are okay with everything that's been explained here, and you really just want to kind of relinquish your story to a website, get nothing for it, then that's on you. That's, that's your right. But holy shit. This is like the worst, one of the worst deals I have seen in a long time. Just to recap, if you submit a story, you will not be paid. Changes can be made. And if you don't like them, there's nothing saying that, they'll relinquish the story or they won't publish it if you can't like come to an agreement. There's nothing in here for that. And if you don't hear the changes in time or you don't respond in time, they'll just do it. You have no say in the creative process of the adaptation of your work. God, what else? And they can just hold on to it forever. If you want it taken down, you can contact them, but there's nothing in here saying that yes, they will take it down. And you're just giving them the right to have it. How is this like working with authors? Like it just feels so scummy and lazy. It feels like I don't want to pay people for stories. I don't want to collaborate with authors. I just want people to give me things so I can make money off of it. Ew. No, gross, dude. Despicable in a way. Ugh. Yeah, well, that's all I got to say about creepypastastories.com. Craig came out like complaining about creepypasta.com and how it treated people. How are you any better than Ian Schutz? I think that was his name. Like, how are you any better? Sounds like you learned a lot from him. I don't know. Shout out to Fox Weird on the Writer's Blackout for posting this and bringing it to people's attention. God damn. That's it for me, everybody. Sorry it's a random weird one-off video, but spread the word. Let people know about this site. Don't tell them what they can and can't do, but just let them know. Keep people informed. See you later.